56% of workers who are over 55 years old are pushed out of their job before they're ready to retire. And only 1 out of 10 of those workers ever again earn as much money as they earned prior to being pushed out of that job. And it's a real sobering statistic if you're somebody who's over 50 or 55 years old and you're really kind of wondering what are you going to do about an income if you do get fired, if you do get pushed out of that job. It is a disturbing statistic, but what's more disturbing is a new video I just watched, a new segment on Yahoo Finance, and the segment was titled "Majority of Baby Boomers No Longer Interested in an Encore Career," and it cites some survey, which they really don't cite the name of the survey, not at all. And here's what's really disturbing to me. It says this, and this is what really just kind of irked me when it said this. It said, a big reason that boomers are leaving the workforce is this. This generation has been forced to adopt and adapt to new technology like never before, and it might have triggered a breaking point for some. And the reporter that said this young reporter that commented on this, I want to say journalist, reporter, maybe I should just say a commentator. I don't know what you would call this person. Why didn't you mention the statistics that I led off this episode with? If you've got people who are over 55 years old, and 56% of them are being pushed out of their job before they're ready to retire, and only 1 out of 10 can find a job that pays them as much as they can. Well, you know what? Why wouldn't you leave the workforce if you've got that option? Yeah, why not leave? It's better than being paid minimum wage somewhere or being paid a wage that's so low you can't pay your bills. If you've got retirement savings or some kind of a plan, Social Security even, you know what? Yeah, if you've got that option, but don't blame it. Yahoo Finance, don't blame this on they don't want to adopt or adapt to new technology. I mean, come on. It does a disservice to folks who are a bit older and people who are still in the workforce, because I'll tell you this, a person who is in the workforce and they watch a story like this and some of the other ageism focused stories, because this is what this is, it's an ageism story. But an employer, an HR manager could think, you know what, I've got this older person here, and they may just decide to leave. They may decide to leave because they don't want to adapt to the new technology, so I'm not going to give them a new promotion or put them in a new job. I could see people doing that. HR managers just not giving a promotion to somebody because of the negative stuff, the negative BS that you see in a story like this. It says it's so interesting to me. The majority of boomers are not interested in this second career. You know, people over 55 years old are starting 26% of the new businesses in the USA, and I do know, over in Great Britain and in some of the other countries, it's the older folks are starting more new businesses than any other age group out there because they're not giving up like this is saying, like this story says. It says that they would rather spend time, you know, going out and enjoying themselves, enjoying their family, which is cool. And again, some of them are doing that, no doubt about that. But you know what? They don't have a choice in many cases. But yet this unnamed survey that Yahoo Finance is talking about, this unnamed survey, which they're citing as gospel, they're citing this as gospel. But you know what? They're not telling the whole story. Their story is incomplete. And they've got to know this. The statistics that I cited have been out for over 2 years. And most people do know it. And if you're older and not like this young person who's doing this young journalist, but if you're older, you know some of the problems that are being faced, but yet she's citing the survey. I don't want to keep going on this. This is very disappointing. Yahoo Finance, it's very disappointing because you know what? You're doing a disservice to baby boomers. You're doing a disservice to people who are still in the workforce who are a bit older, and you're reinforcing negative stereotypes, and shame on you, Yahoo Finance. Well, that's all I got to say today about this segment. And again, I normally like Yahoo Finance, but I'm very disappointed in this. So I'm going to ask you, if you did get any value in this video, would you go ahead or consider subscribing to Over 50 TV? If you would. There's also a little bell. Hit that little bell if you want to get, every time I upload a new video, you'll get an update. And also there's a thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button if you agree with the video, and also I'd love to see any comments you have out there. But talk about reinforcing negative stereotypes when we least need it, especially now. Well, as I always say, have a great day, everybody.